Every phase our lives are in commerce.
Every phase our lives are in commerce. You need your strawman to operate in commerce. Your strawman has a license to operate in commerce, i.e., driver's license, marriage license, handgun license, occupational license, building permits, etc. A license is good as long as you want it to be. By your permission, when there is a fine for misuse of your license, you need to learn how to then switch the strawman to the living soul with the right to life, liberty, property, and the pursuit of happiness.
The strawman is a transmitting utility that allows you to operate in commerce with a license to conduct your commercial affairs. Anyone operating in commerce without a license is committing a commercial crime. You and I need to learn how to become the representative or agent for the strawman and conduct all of his/her commercial affairs without getting involved. All crimes are commercial and are then regulated by commercial courts. Commercial crimes are murder, stealing, dealing in illegal drugs, prostitution, practicing law, or making a legal determination without the permission or consent by assent of any party to a contract. All commerce is ruled by contracts. All courts, tribunals, are ruled by contracts. Absent a contract, the court, tribunal, will proceed to write a contract under cause/case _. Will the defendant rise? What is your name? This is the signature for the contract. How do you plead? This is the giving of subject matter jurisdiction and becomes part of the consideration for the contract. All the arguments are the offer for the contract and the judgment is the acceptance for the contract. The court takes a complaint, turns it into a charge against the strawman, tries him/her on the charge, and then a judgment is rendered, which is a civil action, a claim, and this must then be accepted by the living soul. You accept the judgment in two ways: by silence and signing the judgment, or by appealing it to a higher court, a third party, who will then agree with the judgment. Why would you argue law or codes, rules, regulations, procedure, statutes when the contract is the law in your case? The redemption process or acceptance for value can then authorize the payment of the judgment. The judgment should be signed by the court clerk, for they are the court. In most cases, the judge will sign the judgment hoping that you will accept the contract by one of the above two ways: by silence or signature, or appeal to a third party. Another way is the rejection of contracts allowed under Truth in Lending, and when the contract is about mortgages, it comes under Regulation Z and Truth in Lending. Always remember, everything is in commerce and is ruled by contracts. Codes, rules, regulations, procedure, statutes apply only to the corporation that they were written for. You do not argue codes, rules, regulations, statutes in commerce. You argue contracts. If there is no contract, there is no case. There is no contract with a policeman, government official, federal agent, or federal agency, even with a license. A government or corporation is a fiction and cannot sign a contract or enforce one unless you enter into their organization or corporation as an employee and argue their codes, rules, regulations, or procedure, whereby they then use these to enforce a contract.